Hi girls, welcome to another episode of Girl Talk. I am joined today by Sarah Wilkinson. She is a skin biohacker and she has a skin studio, Equilibrium. And Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. We are talking all things that affect us women in the peri post-menopause years, the 40s and 50s. And skin is a big topic that I see with many of my clients saying that they're struggling with dry skin or things are changing in their skin. So first of all, Sarah, thank you for joining us. Tell us, what is a skin biohacker?
So a skin biohacker just really means that we tend to treat skin as we see it. So we don't just go down one channel for treatment. I can cherry pick from various different brands or different things, including supplementation, to help clients get results. So that can be just via home care or actually coming to me in the clinic. So it just means kind of choosing what's going to be more suitable for the client as I see them, rather than just categorizing them into, you know, acneic skins or prematurely aging skins, that kind of thing. So it just means that they get the prescription treatment really for their skin needs, and therefore usually gets them the results that they're looking for.
Okay, so a more tailored approach individually and holistic, because you're bringing in supplementation as well as topically.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. So what changes? Obviously, when the estrogen starts to decline in our 40s, 50s, you know, many women start to find that their skin's changing. You know, maybe it's becoming more dry, or they're seeing more fine lines, wrinkles, or just lacking that. And you know, Lady Stay, I suppose, she just feels like her whole face has just dropped and sagged. So tell us, what exactly is going on with the skin at this stage?
Yeah, so literally it can happen as quick as overnight. I think it's the stats are something like your estrogen levels when you hit the perimenopause and through menopause, etc., drop by something amazing like 95%. So and then that's in your skin cells, and it can just literally make your skin go from looking, you know, semi-healthy, etc., to looking really dull, really lackluster, sagging. A lot of women sort of feel here is their key area, jowly, and it's just literally a decline in hormones, particularly the estrogen in skin cells, and then that has a knock-on effect on things like collagen, elastin, and cell turnover is longer the older we get. From about 25, actually, our cell turnover diminishes quite a lot. And so when we're getting to sort of like our 40s, 45 upwards, you can be talking sometimes sort of 6 to 8 weeks for the cycle of even longer than that, 10 to 12 weeks.
Oh, wow.
The cycle of skin to rejuvenate. Whereas when you're in your 20s, 18, 20, you're looking at 21, 25, 28 days. So that can obviously be a major impact on how your skin looks. And if you're not really doing anything with your skin in terms of any supportive home care or even visiting a clinic, then obviously it's going to start to show, as it would for your body, etc. You know, it all comes into the same thing.
Okay, so let's talk first of all, what should we be doing? Well, let's talk about skincare first of all. So what should we be doing? Skincare routine as we get 40s, 50s.
I'd say at least this is like the basics. You should be looking at a really good cleanser. And when I'm saying good cleanser, I mean products that are usually administered by a skin specialist, not over the counter from, you know, a department store. If you've been using skincare for a long time and you've been using the same stuff that you started with when you were 18, then it's time to switch up and have a review with a skin specialist, because obviously skin has changed hugely since you were 18, and it's looking at supporting the skin as it's going through these changes. So you want a really good effective cleanser, and that again is skin specific. So depending on what your symptoms of your skin is showing, you know, if it's dryness, then you need one that's going to support and hydrate. If it's oily, you need one that's going to help to regulate the oil, and this is where a skin specialist would come into play and advise you of that. So I'd say definitely I have about a core 4 really. So you've got a cleanser, you've got a serum. So a serum, I always think of serums as a bit like correctors. So they tend to treat whatever it is you're looking to change. So that can be pigmentation, breakouts, dryness, redness. And that is something generally that stays on your skin. So you put it onto a cleansed skin, it stays on your skin, and it does its job throughout the day or throughout the evening. Then you want to include some form of moisturizer. And again, that can differ between daytime and nighttime. Some people prefer a richer product at night because, of course, overnight our skin and bodies repair and heal and everything like that. So sometimes a more rich, nourishing moisturizer in the evening can really support that. And then some people prefer a lighter one for daytime. Okay. So again, that's personal preference and depending on what your skin's showing as to what support it needs. And then finally, SPF. SPF, sun protection factor, is a major player in everybody's skin, and you should be wearing it religiously, from as soon as you're kind of bothered about your skincare, really. But SPF not only protects against daylight, it protects against so many other things like pollution, wind, rain, climate changes, so heat and cold. And also now a lot of them have got things like blue light blockers in them to help with devices and tablets and all that kind of thing, because that's a massive, blue light is a huge aging.
I think I read that you should really be wearing it even if you're working on the computer all day.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you're sat inside working, UVA, which is the aging ray, can penetrate glass. So glasses wearers sitting near a window working on the laptop, they've got the light coming through the window, bouncing off the laptop screen through the glasses. You notice a lot of aging around this area with people who wear glasses because it just magnifies. So it gives you that defense mechanism against aging rays, but also if your skin is a little bit delicate or has gone that way, then it gives it a little bit of a barrier. I always like to refer to it a bit like coat of armor, wax, waterproof coat on a wax jacket, that kind of thing. So it repels, and it's just like your defense mechanism throughout the day and evening for your skin. So it gives it a chance to actually recover and be able to be healthy.
Okay, what about eye creams? Are they beneficial?
Yeah, definitely. So eye creams, 100%. So if you're wanting to expand your skin, your basic regime, you can pop in things like eye creams. Now again, there are different eye creams to suit different conditions, fine lines and wrinkles, dark circles, redness. You've also got puffiness, so you need to again choose accordingly. And again, you might want to choose one for daytime and one for the evening. Sometimes daytime ones, some of them have pigment in them so that they help with dark circles. Some in the evening have more supportive ingredients in them that are going to help to heal and repair overnight. So again, you want to sort of just be mindful of that, and also you've got to be careful depending on what condition you're wanting to treat. So if you're treating a puffier eye, you don't want a rich, heavy eye cream because that's only going to exacerbate the condition. You want something quite light, quite fluid. So again, this is where your skin specialist will come into their role and be able to advise you. You can get retinol-based eye creams, which are great for at night, which will help with fine lines and wrinkles, pigmentation. So it's quite a big deal because the skin around our eyes is a lot thinner than the rest of our skin on the face, which is already quite thin, and so it needs a bit more delicate handling. You've got to be really careful with retinol, obviously taking it too far up to your lash lines because it travels, does retinol, you don't want it to go into your eyes. So there's a lot of factors to consider. So an eye cream is a good insurance policy against aging around the eye area, definitely.
Okay. And whilst we're talking about that, what type of brands, I know you recommend specific brands, but what should we be looking for? What brands do you recommend? I know every woman is different, but what should we be looking for in our skincare products?
So ideally you want a cosmeceutical product, which means that it penetrates deeper into the skin. A lot of the brands that are available to purchase on the high street or over the counter are classed as cosmetic, so they only really treat superficially. When you're wanting to bring about change in your skin, you need to be looking to get that product deeper into the skin to reach the areas where the corrective changes can take place. So that is where we step over into the cosmeceutical world. Now, as a rule of thumb, a cosmeceutical product should really be issued by a specialist. Some of the brands that I use are prescription only, not as in doctor's prescription, but have to be administered and recommended by a skin specialist because they're quite potent. So that is again where a skin specialist, is worth their weight in gold, because they can access brands usually that you can't get on the high street. You certainly can't buy any of my products over the counter. I favour a few different brands. I've got about 5 on the go at the moment, and that's because I cherry pick and prescribe to tailor make. But some of the key players I'm working with, I have one brand called Emapel, which are brilliant because they are specifically for peri and menopausal skins. They have an ingredient in them called MEP, which is an estrogen mimicker, skin cell mimicker, not an estrogen throughout the body. So it really helps to pep up that depletion in the skin cell. So in turn, you see that glow, that radiance, that health in the skin. They have 2 products only in their range. In fact, actually, sorry, they've got 3 now. They've got an eye product. And they have a day serum, a night serum, which has got retinol in it, and an eye product. And the idea is that slots into an existing regime. Right. So you can pop those serums in, when you get to that point where you think, my skin's looking horrendous. What can I do? They are brilliant. And it's all, been clinically trialed. So they've got a lot of clinical papers behind doing what it says on the tin. Some of the other brands that I use, again, not sort of massively well known, but one is Skin Better Science. I have Image Skincare. I've got Illumia Skincare. I'm just looking at a few other brands at the moment. I'm always, researching and looking into brands because things evolve, things change, science changes. I also work with a really amazing brand that focuses on stem cell and growth factor technology, which is mind-blowingly amazing. They are an American product and they are only clinic based, called Antiage, and I cannot sing their praises big enough, because what they're doing with skincare is mind-blowing. I mean, they've got various products out on the market, even to the point of doing hair restoration and things like that, using growth factors and stem cells. Now, in this country, in the UK, we have to have lab recumbent, it's called, lab generated skin cell growth factors, and stem cells, because we don't have the same laws in America, but they are just phenomenally brilliant for a load of skin conditions, particularly changing skins. So I've seen some fantastic results with clients and using those products. And again, you don't have to have a stack of products. You don't have to be looking at getting 10 products into your regime. Sometimes it can be just the core 4, but cherry picked to be, effective and actually going to treat what your main concerns are.
Yeah. And that's the best. I remember one system that I was given to try a couple of years ago, and it had like 7 different products in, and it was just too time consuming. We're overwhelmed in our 40s, 50s, the perimenopause years. We're overwhelmed as it is, and to have too many products, it was just too much, too time consuming, and too much to do.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I tend to ask when I'm doing my consultations is, what are you like with products? How much time have you got? Do you like your, skincare ritual? Some people love spending, 20 minutes on themselves and make it into a bit of a ritual. It's time out. Other people, it's a hassle. So they want as little as possible, but to get the results from that, as little as possible. So it's really sort of getting to know you, and also your skin and your concerns and your goals, your budget, your time, everything like that is taken into account, and then a picture is built so that then I can sort of say, right, okay, I think, and usually The other thing is it's very much a journey. So it's not literally going to start using these products, and sometimes you see quite quick results, but other times it's a bit of 10 forward, 20 back initially. And then you find your groove and your skin starts to accept what we're doing is good. And then, the golden sparkle starts to come. But it is very much, part of your lifestyle. It can't be seen as, you wouldn't get the same results, same as you went to a gym and you had a stone to lose. You won't get it overnight. It takes effort, it takes work, it takes, commitment. But it doesn't have to be hugely time consuming either.
Good. Okay. And what about facials, things like that?
Absolutely. I mean, if you can get to the point where you are on an amazing home care regime and you are going to a skin clinic once every 4 to 6 weeks, then you will be winning, because that way then a skin clinic can accelerate the results that you're achieving at home. They can use ingredients and products that you won't be able to get on the commercial market, that can add and assist to what you're using and complement what you're using at home, and also strive to get you to that goal, quicker and in a more accelerated way. And also a bit like an insurance policy, really ongoing. It will maintain your skin health, the optimization, improve the way the products penetrate the skin, ongoing. So if you can find somebody that offers, some really good treatments such as chemical peels, LED light therapy, microneedling, radio frequency is a good one. That's a long-standing treatment, I guess, but it's always a winner, because radio frequency is really good for lifting, tightening, firming the skin. It encourages collagen production. So if you can be doing things like that alongside a really well prescribed home care regime, then your skin is just going to look so much healthier, because you're feeding it and you're nourishing it. It's a living, breathing organ. It's the largest in the body, and yet it's the one that gets the least.
We neglect it, don't we?
Absolutely. Yet when we want it to look amazing, we expect it to be overnight, and we don't want to put any effort or energy into it. We limit the amount we spend on it. We'd rather, go and drink Costa coffee and things like that, and just save that money and invest it in your skincare. If you're buying your skincare products with your groceries, you're failing. You're failing your skin, because you just will not get the quality of ingredient.
I always say the same with them when it comes to supplements. If you're buying your supplements in the supermarket, you're wasting your money.
Yeah, absolutely. And just think, I mean, we've all done it, even me, who I am in the industry. We've all done it where we've invested in this miracle cream. It's cost quite a bit of money. We've used it for a couple of days, a week, 10 days at most, and then been really disappointed. I would rather get you a better return on your investment and utilize products that I know are going to work for you, so that you're not going to be disappointed. You're not going to be sat with them in your cupboard gathering dust. There'll be thousands of pounds people have wasted over the years, being sold by buy one get one free offers and bonus time offers and all this kind of thing. It's just not worth it. You're better off cherry picking the right products for your skin at that time. That's the key thing. Skin changes even on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, hormonally, environmentally, stress, it has a massive impact to play. So if you're using products that you've been using since you're 18 and you're now in your 40s, it's not going to be doing the trick.
No, you've got to keep changing them. And then supplement wise, I know you're a big fan of collagen as well, aren't you? A bit like me, I take my collagen. But what else? So collagen, why is it so important for our skin?
So collagen is a key player really for structure of the skin. It's like the scaffolding for your skin. Now, taking collagen doesn't put collagen in. It encourages your own collagen production. It keeps that maintained. So it keeps those sort of fires burning from your own collagen production. So it's a key player in so many things, is collagen, not just skin, hair and nails. It's gut health. It's synovial fluid in your joints, muscles. It keeps you healthy. It keeps you, sounds drastic, it keeps you alive, it keeps you moving. It's so important. A real, but you've got to get a good one. You want something that is hydrolyzed if possible, which means that a bit like a bag of frozen peas, that it's freeze dried at source, so no good nutrients are lost. You know, you want to, again, buy from a reputable company, not just a gimmick, not just people that have channeled loads of money into the marketing.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's so many like celebrities pushing
and
collagen
just remember,
products at the moment.
If a celebrity is pushing this product, they're getting paid to do so. They're not even taking the product, you know, necessarily. They are getting paid to represent that brand and to sell units, not to follow up and see how Mrs. Smith's skin is doing in 6 months, 12 months time. It's highly unlikely they've got any kind of clinical trials behind a product. The brands that I use do have clinical trials. In fact, I'm just taking part in a trial at the moment for a hormone, a female hormone supplement that they're bringing out. So, you know, you've got to invest in a company that's good and bothered about results. You know, other good things to take. You want something for your gut health, probiotic, prebiotic, that kind of thing. But we have a whole range of supplements that focus on skin. So from things like hydration, electrolytes, gut health. If the skin's unhappy, say through dryness, acne, that kind of thing, we have supplements to treat, and we would put you on a comprehensive plan, like a 360 approach of home care products, but also supplementation as well.
Internally, because skincare does start in the gut as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And sometimes I've been known to treat a client initially just with supplements, no products to start with, really.
Yeah. Okay. You wouldn't get that from your high street store, would you?
No. This is it. And the thing you've got to remember is, again, you know, you go into your department stores, you go into your supermarkets, they're bothered about units, they're bothered about profit. That is the bottom line. They're not bothered about whether you're getting results from that. They want you to fail, actually, because they want you to buy more. They want you to buy the different products. They want it to fail. So you know, you've got chemicals in there that you're potentially putting into your bloodstream, into your body, and that get stored, you know, in your liver or in your gut, and then come to haunt you later down the line. You've got faux colorants, chemicals, that kind of thing, that then, you know, are not good for you as a person. They're toxic. And you're also contributing to things going into the environment, like plastics and non-recyclable things as well. The investment that you pay when you invest in a cosmeceutical product via a skin specialist is science, and that's the key difference. Science to make the product work and to make it compatible with the molecular structure of the skin, not just to sit on the surface and feel and look nice.
And that's the thing, when you're talking about what you're putting on your skin, those chemicals, perfumes, they can all interact negatively with your estrogen balance as well. So that can throw that out further. So we want to make sure that our endocrine system is looked after.
Of stuff out there, you know, that not just skincare, but, you know, particularly product wise, that you probably don't even give a second thought. Shower gel, what shower gel are you using? You know, that has a massive impact on hormonal, like say, estrogen receptors and inhibitors and things. And you don't even think, you know, we've become, you know, conditioned to just buy these things and not even really research as to, you know, we didn't use those sort of things 20, even 15 years ago.
No, we didn't. Really. No, it's just all, everything is bright coloured.
Commercial.
Smells. Everything that you're buying nowadays. So, Sarah, top tips really is for someone to go and see someone like yourself, a skin biohacker or a trained skin therapist, to get the right products and to get the right treatments, but also to be taking products internally.
100%. If you can find yourself a good skin specialist, then they are worth the wait and go. They are your, you know, if you can entrust somebody like that and just say, right, I want my skin to look like this, what do I need to do to get there? Treat them like you would a personal trainer, invest in them, build a trust with them. You've got to gel with them. You've got to like, you know, their ethos, etc. If you do that, your skin will only excel, and their interest is to get your skin happy, therefore you happy. The confidence it gives you is phenomenal, you know, and so they are better than investing in, you know, paying you money to Costa coffee every day to have a latte that's actually crap for your body.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Anything else?
No
Any
problem.
other top tips? Anything else to add? I know we've covered quite a lot today.
No, not necessarily. If anybody does want to have a virtual skin consultation, I am available to do that. Yeah, you can drop me an email, which is hello@equilibriumsilverstone.co.uk. And if I can't help you, I've got a network of skin specialists that I'm, hooked up with. So if there's somebody more appropriate in your area, I will, put you in touch. But I would certainly prioritize, if you are feeling miserable about your skin in whatever way, prioritize looking up a skin specialist, because you will not regret it.
Yeah, and it's that external. If you're starting to feel a bit rubbish because hormones, everything else dragging you down, your skin's getting a bit grey.
Yeah,
if you can look in your mirror and feel better about yourself, then that improves your mood.
The number of women that I've got as clients now that their goal is to not have to wear makeup, this is from all ages, not just necessarily peri and menopausal women, but if you can get to that stage where you feel confident in your own skin and you don't have to put anything on it to disguise that is the best feeling, and so liberating for you as a person, and as women. It gives you back your confidence like nothing else, honestly. It really does. So don't discard it as a secondary thing, really, because it is quite key.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So Sarah, I'm going to pop all of Sarah's details down below in the video so that you can hook up with Sarah, follow her on Instagram. She has loads of tips. And please remember to like and subscribe and share this video with other ladies that you know who are struggling or need to start investing in their skincare. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
And we'll speak to you soon. Take care, ladies.
Take care.